Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This battle has started rather quickly. Okay, it's an M53, M55, the Tier 9 American SPG, and this one's located on the north spawn of Arctic region under the command of WR104. Okay, it's moving to the back of the map as Katusha's come flying in, and he's about to set up and start shooting at the enemy. Now that's the 8-inch howitzer, which means the alpha damage on this Arty is 1050 hit points, and oh, we've seen an EBR 105 wiped out just like that. This is a tier 10 game, by the way, and it's on the 510 matchup. He's fired a round in, and oh, he got a direct hit with his first shot, and he killed an Emil too. He set fire to it, it's blown up. He couldn't see it. He fired the round in blind, but he still killed the Emil too. Wow, that took some doing. He worked out where it was headed. Now, he's got a rather long reload. Normally it's over 42 seconds, I think, for the 8-inch howitzer, and that's what he's got. But he's got it down to 34.87 according to the system here. He's loaded, rounds out. Oh, and just as he fires that round in, the target was wiped out already. So that one was a wasted shot, but unfortunate. It does happen sometimes. Now we've got a 907, and he's got a battle assistant to have a look. I think he's seen something else that's worth looking at, and in fact, actually, yes, it's a T100 LT and an M48 pattern, and he's almost loaded. If he can hit those, he will do a lot of damage. They're very lightly armoured, the T100 LTs. I think he's trying to hit both of them. Oh, well, he killed the pattern and badly damaged the T100. 379 hit points of stun assist after 289 hit points of damage, and he's moving position to avoid counter battery. So he's got 2 kills now. Okay, now this position's slightly better for shooting to the south. We've got a Meal 2 and an Object 705A. That's the one with the turret at the back. And you can see it's actually been hit by an Arty round, or is that an HE round, rather? I think it's an HE round because I think there's a Type 4 Heavy down there. You can see the yellow mark. Oh, and he's just got a hit for 322 hit points. So it appears that the Type 4 Heavy did derp that 705A, and now WR104 has done the same. Okay, he's found a new position, and now we've got 3 enemy tanks together. 3, but unfortunately can't hit them just yet because unfortunately they're in a position where they're in defilade. He'd have to move his firing position. I don't think he wants to do that just yet. And he can't really fire into that corner at the moment. If he did, he'd hurt his own teammates. Okay, it looks like he's going to have to change his aim and switch a new target. And there's a 907 there, and he's just killed our M48 pattern. But instead, he's aiming... Is he going for the 907? Yes, he is. He's going for the 907. Dialing in. Rounds out. Oh, beautiful shot. He hit 2 tanks with 1 shot there. Object 263 took the brunt of it. 489 hit points. But he also got 281 off the 907. Changing position again. Now you can see that Object 261, he's not really moving much in between shots. And WR's trying to help his teammates in the north now. He can't really help the ones in the south, but they don't really need help. They've actually got the situation in hand. We're going for the Wizzy 120 here. Chinese medium. It fires around it, it's a bit late, but it still tracks and damages the Wizzy 120. He's up against the edge of the map now. That's why he had that sudden stop against the edge. Okay. And unfortunately we've lost one of our defenders, so I think he's going to relocate altogether. He's decided it's a bit too hot where he is at the moment, and the team in the south appear to be doing quite well. So by moving further south and getting down to grid square D0, he might be a little more able to help his teammates. And although we lost the Skoda T50 to their FV4005, it looks like the enemy is now, well, they've got a bit of a disadvantage in terms of position. They have got a 907 there, which is behind that bush. Their 4005 is up on the sniping perch. And a round goes in on the 907. Oh, it's killed him! 3 kills now. That 907 must have taken some damage just before 104's shell went in. And it certainly did finish his game. Now, we're looking... There's the Wizzy 120 he fired at earlier. He's in the dip and he's returning back to his own area, to his own cap area. In the meantime, the T100LT, the same one we hit earlier in the game, he's actually trying to make his way up towards our cap, and there he is. And the Wizzy 132 in that bush is going to spot him very shortly. Well, he's been spotted. And the FV4005 is up on his perch. And WR104 spotted that, and he's trying to dial in. He needs to hit that FV12. Oh, he's been hit by another Arty round. Looks like the Object 261 just hit him. Our round goes in, and oh, it just stuns him. Now it's 5 tanks versus 4. The T100LT's been wiped out. The T30 got him. But that T30 is probably going to be taking fire. Oh, yes he did. He just got hit by the ship barn. There he is. And the Object 261 takes out the ship barn, so he's gone. Now, that leaves the enemy on just 3 tanks. The Wizzy 120, the medium, and 2 Artys. Now, their Artys are an M53, M55, and a GWE100. Now, of those two, the more dangerous is the M53, M55. He's got 1 kill already. And we're now looking for a counter battery. We're looking for any tracer from the enemy Arty. Looking towards the back of the map. Okay, one of them has been spotted. It's the GWE. He's near their cap area. We're dialing in, almost ready to go. And rounds out. This should be devastating to him. Oh, unfortunately, the shell fell to the left. I think that's RNG for you. Didn't get an accurate shell there. It should have gone straight in and hit the target, but even after the GWE100 backed up, he still got badly damaged. And well, the enemy's just lost their Wizzy 120, so it's now just Artys. And that GWE100 is still there, and he's still firing because we just saw the tracer from him. And we're waiting for the reload to complete so we can kill him. Rounds out straight away. And he's not there. The shell went straight this time to the target, and he wasn't there. So he must have moved. And there's a tree going down, which tends to indicate that's where he was, because that wasn't one of our tanks knocking that tree down. So he has moved position, but our E100's in the area, our Object 261's moving there, our Death Star's moving there. It's 4 against 2. It's an inevitable that they're going to lose. Now we're going to battle assistant. We're right up against the back of the map there, looking in the enemy area. The E100 is still going into the woods. He should spot the M53, M55 very, very shortly. The Object 261 is going directly after the GWE100. I think that Object 261 wants to shotgun him. Here comes the E100 into view. And right on target. Round goes in. It lands near the GWE100, and the Object 261 has just wiped out the GWE100 with a shotgun. So that's end of game. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It's a second class tanker for WR104 in the M53, M55. He managed to get an arsonist for setting one of his targets alight and burning him up. In fact, that was the Emil 2 right at the start of the game. He managed to get 1,384 hit points of damage, and it was a penetration set fire to the vehicle. You can see there, engine, ammo rack, turret, commander, and it just burnt up. It was destroyed by fire. So, when it came to Bruiser medal, well, he managed to get at least 5 critical hits. He got 12 in total. And the epic medal he managed to get was Gore's medal. He did more damage, exceeding 10 times the hit points of his own vehicle. I know it says 8 there, but it is 10 times. That's according to Wargaming. And the win rate for that game was 5,010. And that's pretty good. That's Super Unicum standard. So let's have a look at team score. Well, we can see on damage, he actually came, is it 3rd place? 4th place. 4th place on damage. The high score on damage actually was the E100. He managed to get 3,846 hit points of damage, but he didn't get the high caliber. And you have to wonder why. Was that, did he do any team damage? No, he didn't. So he just didn't get 20% of the enemy hit points in total. So unfortunately he didn't get that. The next high score was that FV4005 for the enemy sniper, 3,825 hit points for him. Then came the Object 705, 3778 for him, and then came WR104 with 3675. When it came to kills, it was the E100 who did the best. He got 5 kills. The M53, M55 of WR104 got 3 kills, and then we've got the FV4005 in the enemy team also with 3. And when it came to base XP, we've got the E100 1158, we've got WR104 with 948, and the Object 261 managed to get 849. He also picked up a Confederate, and the M48 pattern picked up a cool-headed. So let's have a look at detail. Well, he fired 11 8-inch shells. He got 3 direct hits, 1 penetration and 9 splash. Damage of 3,675 hit points, and all of it was at more than 300 meters. He damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 3 of them, and did stun assistance of 974 hit points off 8 stuns. On a free-to-play account, he earned 32,262 credits, and after resupply of ammunition, and these shells are expensive, he actually took away 11,692 credits. He received 5 bonds for the Gore's medal at this at tier 10, and he also picked up 948 base XP, and there was no multipliers, so that's all he took away. So an exceptionally good round there by WR104 with some very lucky shots. That first shot in the Emil, well, it was lucky to a cent because that tank was unsighted at the time he fired in. He accurately worked out where it was headed and fired that round in, but it was incredibly lucky that it set fire to the engine and burned the guy up very, very quickly. So he picked up a huge amount of hit points from one shot from just that kill. So if you enjoyed that replay, please like and subscribe to our channel. We get great replays like this all the time, and do stay tuned because I'm sure I'll have another great one for you in a short while. Thanks for watching.